Good evening and welcome to Pennsylvania ACAC Virtual College Night. I'm John. I'll be your facilitator for the evening. Thank you so much for coming to spend time with us. Remember, during this time, we still want you to communicate with us and really find out more in-depth information about these institutions. So please use the Q&A area to put in any questions that you want to have answered by the colleges that are presenting this evening. Also, don't forget there'll be other sessions that you may be able to sign up for during this week to find out about more institutions from around the country and around the world as well. Also, don't forget, there will be a recording of this event available for you at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania in a few weeks as well. So let's get things started. That's all the housekeeping I have to cover for the evening. And first up, we're going to have Clarkson University.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Hi, everyone. My name's Kim. I'm from Clarkson University, which is located in northern New York in a town called Potsdam. We're about 30 minutes from the Canadian border. In the same town as the state school, SUNY Potsdam. We're also 10 minutes from Canton, New York, which is home to St. Lawrence University and SUNY Canton. So we are in a small rural area, but a really great college town atmosphere as well. Just to give you an idea of what our campus looks like, this is an aerial shot. We're a smaller school. We have about 3,500 students on campus. Our freshman class is usually around 700 to 750. We're in a small town, as I mentioned, but everything is pretty close together. You can walk into the village area, go to the cafes, the bookstore, the park in town. This is the Racket River that also flows through town, so students are able to kayak basically right on campus. The picture makes it look a little bit bigger than it is, but everything is very close, connected. You go from your dorm room to class and then cut through some heated pathways and bridges to get from class to class. So it's a very tight-knit atmosphere when it comes to a college campus. As for our programs, here we go. We have a School of Engineering, which is our biggest major. It's a little over half of our student body. We have 8 different engineering majors, which I have listed here. And then we do have a lot of minors and concentrations that aren't listed. It's a lot to put on one slide. So if you are interested in engineering, I would recommend checking out our website and seeing if there's some other areas that you're interested in. So you can really tailor it towards what you would like to do in the long run. We do have a program called Engineering Studies, which is like an undecided engineering track. So if you know you want engineering, but you're not set on a certain field, you can come in your first year, get some special advising, and decide by the middle of your sophomore year which discipline you do want to pursue, and you're still on track to graduate within 4 years. We are more of a hands-on school, so we have research facilities, different projects, things like that that are on campus that students can join and start first year or first day freshman year if they are interested in doing that. So while you are taking classes, you're really applying what you're learning to real stuff every day. We also have the School of Business, which is our second biggest area. We have several different business majors, which you can see here. We also start all of our business students out in our undecided business track, which is similar to the engineering undecided track, in business studies. So you do get a feel for all the different business areas, even if you do know what you want to pursue. We do that just to give you that exposure. And then again, you do decide by the end of your first year which one you want to pursue. All of our business majors start their own business their first year. We tailor it, or the program is kind of like Shark Tank if you watch that show on TV. So you really jump into it within the first few months of your freshman year. We also require all of our business majors to study abroad to get the international experience and also complete an internship with a company or a business before they graduate. So you do a lot as a business student at Clarkson as well. We have the School of Arts and Sciences. The sciences side encompasses your hard sciences like biochemistry, physics, environmental sciences, psychology as well. So different lab research opportunities within the sciences. You do have some pre-health advising if you're interested in pre-med, pre-dental, pre-vet, physical therapy, anything like that. We have different advising tracks that a lot of our science students are interested in as well. We have the Institute for a Sustainable Environment on campus, which houses some other research opportunities and internships for our students that are in the environmental tracks as well. We're just outside the Adirondack Mountains in New York, so really great place to study science and the environment as well. And then the arts side of the School of Arts and Sciences has more of our liberal arts programs like communications, humanities, political science. We do have a pre-law advising track. So some of these majors are more common for students that are interested in going on to law school. A lot of these, we are more of a STEM school. So while we do have the liberal arts programs, there's still a little bit of a STEM kind of base to all of them as well. Some of these are more common double majors as well. So you really can make it what you want once you do have a good idea, once you really are set on a certain major and what you might want to do after graduation. And then I mentioned the pre-health advising tracks. We do have those for undergraduate students, and then we do have some of the upper level programs right at Clarkson as well. So we do have a doctorate program for physical therapy, and then the master's for occupational therapy and a physician's assistant program right at Clarkson. So you can potentially do all of those right with us. We do require all of our students complete a professional experience before they graduate. So no matter what major you choose, you will do one of these three things, or you can do more than one, but we do require at least one. So you would do an internship or a co-op with a company or research with a professor. So you do get that real world hands-on experience. We have a few career fairs on campus where employers recruit for the internships and co-ops. So we do help you find them. It's a requirement. So we don't make you figure it out and find it on your own. We do help you throughout the whole process. We do have a 96% job placement rate. So within 6 months of graduating, students are finding a job in their field or going on to med school, law school, or one of those programs to get their master's or doctorate degree. And then we do have study abroad. I mentioned it's required for business students, but it's open to all majors as well. We have 55 schools in 28 countries that we're partnered with. So any of those schools that you choose, the classes are taught in English, and you're taking the same classes that you would need at Clarkson, so you're not behind and still can graduate on time. We're more of a residential school, so meaning most students do live on campus all 4 years. We do allow freshmen to bring cars, and there is no parking fee. And so we do guarantee housing all 4 years, so you would never have to worry about finding it on your own. Freshman year is kind of like a standard dorm room. After that, there are sophomore suites, and then townhouses and apartments on campus for upperclassmen that become available at that point. We do have between 200 and 250 different clubs and organizations. So anything from Greek life, academic clubs, intramural club sports, outdoor activities. We have a club for just about everything, a lot of music, theater, and a lot of community service and volunteering type of clubs as well. So something for everyone. We have 12 SPEED teams. SPEED stands for Student Projects for Engineering, Experience, and Design. They're open to all students, even though engineering is in the title. Each team has a communication side, business side. So all of those teams are open to all majors, and you basically work on a project with other students and go to some really great competitions. Like I mentioned, we're about 30 minutes from the Canadian border, so a really quick drive to some pretty cool cities if you want to go to a city for a day. For athletics, we have Division I men's and women's hockey, and then Division III for all of our other sports. Pretty competitive campus, so makes it fun to go to the games. Application requirements, we just require your transcript, 2 letters of recommendation, and we are test optional. And we just require the FAFSA for any need-based aid, and you're automatically considered for merit aid just by applying. And that is my quick presentation, just another little picture of campus to give you a feel for what we look like. And if you'd like to visit, we are open for visits. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Clarkson University. That was some great information that you shared for us. Next up, we're going to have Full Sail University.
All right, so good evening, everybody. My name is Wintry Stewart, and I am, trying to get this to play here. All right, so yes, good evening, everybody. My name is Wintry Stewart, and I'm from Full Sail University, and we are actually located in Winter Park, Florida, which is a suburb to Orlando. I'm super excited to give you guys all this information about our wonderful campus and everything that we do. First, we are going to start off with a video giving you an overview of what our campus looks like and also an insight to just a few of the different things that we do on our campus. right, so that is pretty much Full Sail. So in the video, we've seen some pretty cool areas of our campus, such as our live venue, where we have live events all the time. And also it was a super brief introduction to a few of our different degree programs. So here you will see all of the different areas of study that we do offer on our campus. We currently have over 50 different degree programs, both on campus and virtually. We also do offer master's and associate's degrees. And if there is any area of study on here that you guys find interested, you can just shoot me a message in our chat box, and I will make sure to answer that once I'm finished with the presentation. So at Full Sail, we are a bit different than what you would see at a traditional four-year university. And here is what I mean. So you graduate in half the time. So our on-campus students, they can graduate with their bachelor's degree within 20 months. And our online students, they can graduate with their bachelor's degree within 29 months. So regardless of how you look at it, it's still a lot less time than your four-year traditional university. In addition to that, like many universities, we do have a rolling admissions, meaning that you can apply throughout the entire year. It doesn't matter when. But the thing that makes us different between all the other universities is that we also do have a rolling start time, which means that you can pick any month throughout the year and you can get started. It just matters whatever is easier for you. Also, we do have come back anytime, meaning that once you graduate, you are more than welcome to come back to our campus and take any class for free. And that is just so you are keeping up to date in the industry. A lot of the things that we do on our campus and a lot of the programs that we do offer are all technology intensive. So we want to make sure that we have all of our graduates and our current students keeping up to date so that they can remain employable. And then lastly, we have a big emphasis on career development and preparedness. Throughout each of the programs, no matter which degree program you decide to go with, you will complete 7 portfolio projects as well as 7 career modules in areas such as resume writing, interview skills, and networking. And we do this so that our students not only know how to do the job, but they know, so they not only know how to do their job, but also know how to get a job once they graduate. So speaking of our graduates, they have actually gone on to do some amazing things in the entertainment industry. Just this past summer, we've had a variety of our students who were in different degree programs were credited on a lot of the big time movies. So like we see here, we have the Suicide Squad, we have Space Jam, Jungle Cruise, and we even have Black Widow. Our graduates have actually been credited on all of these projects, and so that is great. In addition to all of those, just recently, and the most recent Oscars, we actually had 119 of our graduates who were credited on 29 Oscars, and in addition to that, we had 46 of our graduates who were credited on 60 Grammys. And then in last year's Game Awards, we had 157 of our graduates on, my little screen thing is here. But yes, we had 157 of our graduates on those Game Award winning projects. In addition to all of that, as you see here, these are all of the places where our graduates are currently working at. So we do have graduates who are working for sportscasting for ESPN. We also do have graduates who are currently working with HBO and even with WWE and getting events and getting everything started. So just like any other university, we do have several we do have several clubs and organizations and different activities that students can participate in. Me personally, my favorite is always the Black Student Union and then the cosplay club. In addition to all of those, we do have our esports team, which is exactly what you guys are looking at here. We have actually just built the largest esports arena that you will find on a college campus, and this is the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress. Again, it is home to our very own esports team, which is the Armada. Once you become a student here, you can try out and be a part of this amazing team. We're currently 3rd in the nation, and they also do compete in several different esports. They're competing in Rocket League, League of Legends, Fortnite, Overwatch, Super Smash Brothers, and that is just to name a few. Now, how to get started. So if you're serious, like it's saying on the screen, if you're serious about your dream, we will take your dream seriously. So if any of you guys were interested in it, you can go onto our website, fullsail.edu, and it will be able to connect you with admissions, and they will be able to literally answer any question that you guys may have. about how to get started at Full Sail, including application process, as well as our interview process. And also on that website at fullsail.edu, it will pull up all of our current scholarships. Since we are on a current rolling admissions and rolling start, that does mean that we have students who are starting and graduating every month. So our scholarships, they do get updated pretty quickly. So it is a good idea to always stay up on that website to make sure that you have the most current information as far as it goes with our scholarships. And then yes, if you guys wanted any further information about the school, about the different degree programs that we do offer, you're more than welcome to scan the QR code, and this will bring you to our request page, just requesting more information. Or you can always just shoot me an email at wstewart@fullsail.edu, and we can go from there. Thank you guys so much for being able to attend today. Thank you, John, for being able to host and facilitate this with us. And all right, thank you guys for having me.
You are so welcome. And don't forget, during these sessions, please put any kind of questions that you have in the Q&A area for our representatives as well, so they can definitely interact with you. Next up, we're going to have Duquesne University.
I'm sorry, I just had a little bit of a problem there. So let's try this again. Okay, I think we're good in a minute here. Okay, hello, my name is Janet Harris and I'm from Duquesne University. We're located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is just my contact information, so please feel free to contact me should you have any questions that I can answer for you. So just to tell you a little bit about Duquesne, we are a private Catholic university. We were founded in 1878 by Puritan missionaries. We actually started on the second floor of a bakery in downtown Pittsburgh. So very humble beginnings to what is now our 50+ acre campus. You can see our motto down here at Duquesne. It's our joy and responsibility to help you dig into what you're good at and discover why that's good for the world. So what does that mean? That means that every student has natural talents, gifts, and abilities that you're born with, and we want to help you discover those. And we want to help you discover why not only it's good for you in terms of, I want to make a lot of money, I want to be on my own, I want to go out and conquer the world, but why that's good for your community and also good for others as well. So just our numbers, our total enrollment is about 8,500. So we're considered to be a mid-sized school. We're not too big, not too small, right in the middle. We have about 5,100 undergraduate students. Our student to faculty ratio is about 13:1. So you do receive a more personalized education. And then the average class size would be about 28. Now we do have some lecture halls that hold about 200 students, but again, on average, you'll have about 28 students in a class. Some schools or programs are smaller. So for example, our School of Music, the student to faculty ratio is 4:1. And also when you go into clinicals for our School of Nursing, it's 8 students per professor. So you do have the best of both worlds. Our campus sits close to downtown Pittsburgh. So again, our campus is self-contained. There's trees, there's grass, there's fountains. It's an actual college campus. And we have wonderful opportunities for internships. So students could just walk a couple of blocks and work for a major company or corporation. Same thing with clinicals. So we do have UPMC, Allegheny Health Network, which are the largest networks in the city of Pittsburgh and certainly around the country as well. And we have excellent opportunities for student teaching. We put students in the classroom their freshman year within our School of Education. Certainly, because we're so close to the city, you can enjoy great shopping, dining, recreation. We're 2 blocks away from the PPG Paint Center. That's where our hockey team, the Penguins, play, but also major concerts come to the PPG Paint Center. And again, you're just 2 blocks away from our campus. So academics, we do have 9 schools of study at Duquesne. They include a School of Liberal Arts, Business, Education, Music, And then the sciences, health sciences, pharmacy, nursing, and our Bayer School of Natural and Environmental Sciences. Starting in 2024, we will open our College of Osteopathic Medicine. So we will have our own medical school as well. So we're really excited about that. We do have some direct entry programs. So the programs within our School of Health Sciences would all be direct entry. That would be physician assistant, physical therapy, speech language pathology, occupational therapy. Again, once you're admitted into these programs, you do not have to reapply. Same thing with our School of Nursing. Once you're accepted into the School of Nursing, there is not a reapplication process. We do have a lot of hands-on experience. So we do have our own human cadaver lab in our School of Health Sciences. We have in our School of Nursing a simulation lab. So we have SimMan, SimFamily, and a birthing mannequin. So a professor can trigger SimMan to have a heart attack, and then she records students reviving him, and they go over that information in class. For our School of Business, students have to come up with a business plan starting their freshman year. And they're working with a real company using real money. We also have some new academic programs that would include data science. And right before the pandemic started, we started health sciences and public health. So who knew? So certainly those have been very popular programs, especially this last year, but again, fairly new to the university. So we do have a lot of students that are very interested in studying abroad. So we have some wonderful study abroad programs. We have 30+ semester-long programs, including our Duquesne campus in Rome, or our Italian campus. We also have a learning center in Ireland. It's in Dublin. Any student, any major can participate in study abroad. We do have different ways that you could do study abroad experience. For example, Maymester, we're just going during the course of the month of May. We do have summer programs. We have some that are specific to majors. So for example, students within our School of Business, a couple of years ago, they typically went to China to look at the economic system there. But we also would have some programs that are spring breakaway courses. So during the fall semester, you learn about a country, and during the spring, you actually travel to that country. So again, a lot of different ways that you could study abroad through Duquesne. Many students do live on campus, so there are great living learning opportunities. So freshmen, sophomores are required to live on campus. We do have a freshman dormitory. We have suites available, which is 2 sets of students that share 1 bathroom, and then our apartment building as well. So again, about 3,900 students do live on campus in 7 different residence halls, including an honors college dormitory as well. And it's free laundry at Duquesne, so it's free to wash and dry your clothes. We have 12 dining locations on campus. So we do have Chick-fil-A, we have 2 Starbucks, Cinco Cantina, which is like Chipotle or Qdoba. We'd also have Freshens, crepes, salads, rice bowls. We periodically have food trucks come to the back end of our campus, and we have some grab and go options right on Academic Walk, our main drag. So the last one was barbecue pulled pork, jalapeno cornbread, and macaroni and cheese. So you can just grab that on your way back from class. We are consistently ranked as one of the best colleges for food by the Daily Meal. We do want you to get involved. So it's not just about getting a degree from Duquesne, but certainly the experience. So we have about 250 different student organizations. They go anywhere from student government to sororities and fraternities to squirrel watching. So yes, we do have some students that are in a squirrel watching club at Duquesne. Safety and wellness, of course, is important to us. So we do have our Duquesne University Police. We also have health services. You could see a nurse or a physician at any time on campus. Because we have our own pharmacy, prescriptions can be delivered right to our student union. And then we also have the Power Center with cardio, weights, and indoor track, classes, yoga, Pilates, Zumba, P90X. The most popular class right now is spinning, and all of these classes are free. And then we do have a counseling and well-being center. So we have one-on-one counseling or group counseling available too. So career preparation starts your freshman year. We have several workshops and presentations available, mock job interview rooms. So certainly you can have a career counselor that will work with you on honing your interview skills, and job and internship fairs. We have 2 main ones a year where hundreds of recruiters come to our campus, but we have smaller ones all throughout the year. And you can come back at Duquesne at any point after you've graduated, so you could work with a career counselor if maybe you want to change careers, or perhaps you lost your job as well. We do have advice in a slice, so career advice and pizza too. So our application process is simple. Just go to our website to apply. These are the different dates you could apply. None of these are binding, so you could apply at any time to the university. We do have test optional admissions, which means you don't have to turn in SAT or ACT test scores, and we have holistic application review. Scholarship consideration is automatic with application, and we encourage you to fill out a FAFSA form for students that will be seniors starting October 1st of your senior year. I certainly also encourage you to visit Duquesne. We have visits Monday through Friday and Saturday visits as well, and look out for our open houses this summer. So we'd love to have you on campus. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Duquesne University. That was great information. Next, we're going to have Lycoming College.
Thank you. All right, can everyone see this? Just give me 1 second. All right, awesome, everyone. So hi, everyone. My name is Kevin Hooker. I'm one of the admissions counselors at Icoming College. We're located in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. We're a small liberal arts school. Williamsport is probably about 3 hours from Pittsburgh, actually. So we are in the center part of the state, probably 3 hours from Pittsburgh, 3 hours from Philly, 3 hours from New York City. So we are close to some major cities also. Williamsport, of course, is home to the Little League World Series also, which is a great way for the students to kind of get welcome to the area. So we are kind of a mix between sort of a rural feel and an urban feel. We are certainly close to sort of a rural feel, but we do have a sort of a major city feel, small town vibe, but also kind of a bigger city vibe too, for sure. So really safe area also, so I definitely think the students should be safe here. So in terms of the programs that we offer, we offer 40 majors and 60 minors. Some really popular programs that we offer would be business, psychology, astrophysics is a pretty unique program to us also, something that we're really excited about. We have a planetarium on campus, so our students are able to use. Our biology programs are also really popular for students too. But just keep in mind that as a student, you would be undecided up until your sophomore year. So we do give the students a little bit of time to officially kind of get their toes in a couple of different areas before they officially declare their majors. But those programs would also be really popular for us. In terms of our faculty, student to faculty ratio, it is about 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. We only have about 1,200 students on campus. So students are definitely going to get a lot of good individual attention. You'll be hooked up with an advisor pretty early on in the process, someone who can really walk you through that first year, help you with that transition into college, then help you get internships, fieldwork opportunities, study abroad opportunities, starting your sophomore, junior, and senior year. So students do definitely graduate with a well-rounded experience. Students would typically graduate with a double major or a double minor. So our students are definitely involved in terms of what they do in the classroom as well as what they do outside of the classroom. Also, just in terms of scholarships, our students will receive scholarships here. So every student will receive a scholarship ranging from 18 up to 30,000 per year. Really just depends on your metrics, your GPA, your class ranking, your overall involvement. So we love students who are involved in high school, and we love students who showcase that on their applications too. We have over 80 clubs and organizations on campus. So students, definitely want to get involved while they're here. There's definitely something for everyone here at Lycoming. Probably our most popular program is our outdoor leadership and education program, which really lets students get off of campus, go hiking, whitewater rafting. They'll go to the Adirondacks, they'll go to major cities, they'll go to Vermont for skiing. So there is an educational component to that too. So again, there is a lot of involvement that our students will do here on campus. We also do have over 17, we have 17 sports here at Lycoming. We're our Division III school. We are going to be adding baseball and field hockey this year. So we are pretty excited about those two programs. Field hockey will be taking place this upcoming fall, and then baseball will be taking place in the spring. So again, something that we're definitely excited about. But probably our most, definitely most important bragging point for us is our graduate outcomes. 95% of the class of 2020 was employed or undergraduate school within 6 months of graduating. So again, I think it's really going to be those those small classes, the individual attention that you get at Lycoming. We do have clusters for specific programs in terms of career advising. So your STEM programs, your science students would have a specific advisor, your humanities students would have a specific advisor. And they'll help you with any sort of internships. We have 2 local hospitals in the area that our students have worked at, the FBI office, the Pennsylvania State Police Department, the mayor's office. So there are lots of good outcomes for our students, ways they can get involved, during their 4 years. And they'll also help you with resumes, mock interviews, cover letters, anything like that, really. So again, we are just a 4-year liberal arts school, but I do think we set students up really well for any graduate programs or any jobs after they graduate. We can start you with test preparation starting your junior year here as a student at Lycoming. So, and just in terms of demographics too, we are about 55% male, 45% female. So we have a pretty good mix of students. We do have students who also come from LA, Louisiana. We have students who come from Houston, Texas also. So yes, we are just a small school in central Pennsylvania, but we do have a lot of what we can offer in terms of demographics and overall students who get involved here. So the application, just in terms of applying here, we are through the common application also. So we do have the standard deadlines in terms of early decision, early action, and rolling decision. So the application will go live this August 1st. If we do have any seniors in the room, the application is still open for this upcoming fall, but for juniors, it would go live this August 1st. Again, we're through the common application. It's a free application for us, and then we are a needs-based school also. So in addition to that scholarship, you will get at least a loan from us. I would definitely encourage students to at least apply for the FAFSA to see if they would apply for any sort of financial aid. And we are open for visits too. So we're open Monday through Friday. We'll be having a couple of different summer preview days taking place over the summer as well. And for seniors, rising seniors in the room, we will also have day in the life of a warrior visits. You could come back this upcoming fall for any classes, meet with an advisor, meet maybe with some students or some coaches if you're interested in playing a sport. So we can definitely sort of give you a personalized visit here at Lycoming. Again, my name is Kevin. So if you guys do have any questions or anything, be sure to head to our website, lycoming.edu, and you can definitely get in touch with a respective admissions counselor who can definitely help you through that process. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lycoming College. Next, we're going to have Binghamton University.
Hi, thank you. And hi, everyone. My name is Johanna Brzezinski. I'm an admissions counselor at Binghamton University. I will go ahead and share my screen. Okay. So we are Binghamton University. We're part of the New York State public university system, and we are ranked #1 public university because of a lot of our outcomes for our students, which I'll get into during this presentation. So a little bit about Binghamton. We have about 14,000 undergraduate students and a little under 4,000 graduate students on campus, so we're considered a mid-sized university. We get about 42,000 applications. That was from last year. This year we got about 43,000 application, and last year we had 2,897 first-year enrolled students, and our first-year retention rate is 92%. That means that students that come here, 92% continue on, and the national average for publics is 73%. Some information for our students who are applying. Our mid-range accepted students GPA is between a 93 to 98 on a 100-point scale and a 3.7 to a 3.9 on a 4.0 scale. And if you have a weighted GPA, you take APs, IB honors courses, we will take the weighted GPA. We are test optional going into fall 2023. We don't know for years beyond that, but if you're a junior applying, we are test optional. If you choose to submit scores, our average admitted student scores are between a 29 to 33 on the ACT and a 1,300 to 1,450 on the SAT. So for our academics, we have 6 different colleges within the university based on the type of program that you're interested in. So we have Harper College of Arts and Sciences. This is our largest college within the university. It's our liberal arts college and has about 80% of our programs. Students who are interested in pre-health and pre-law programs typically will be in Harper College. We have our College of Community and Public Affairs, where we have a Bachelor of Social Work and a Bachelor in Human Development. We have our Decker College of Nursing and Health Sciences. This is where we have our direct entry nursing program, and we have a brand new nursing building that our students are really enjoying. We have our School of Management, which has a business administration major with different concentrations underneath it, as well as an accounting major. And then we have our Thomas Watson College of Engineering and Applied Sciences, where we have our different disciplines of engineering, as well as computer science. Lastly, we have our School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, and this is a doctoral school. So you will enter Binghamton University as a first-year student and work with the pharmacy school to transition into the doctoral work. We also have more than 50 accelerated 4+1 programs. What this means is that you can get your undergraduate and graduate degree in 5 years as opposed to the typical 6 or 7. For any students that are interested in pre-health, pre-med, pre-pharmacy, pre-law, or an education minor, we have specific advising for these students and programs to help along the way. Some honors programs that are unique to Binghamton University. We have our University Scholars Program. These are for students who are in our Harper College, our Decker College of Nursing, and our engineering school. This is where students will have a chance to be mentored by alumni and business professionals, faculty, showcase their work, have access to specialized internships. Next, we have our first-year research immersion program. This program is one of 4 in the country where students start research their very first semester in college. This program is a 3-semester program where you learn the principles of research, conduct the research, and then present your findings to the whole university community. The first-year research immersion program is for areas in the physical sciences, so the engineering, the environmental studies, biology, things of that area. And then a similar program is the SOURCE project. So same idea of starting research your very first semester in college, but in this case, it's going to be for areas in the humanities side. Next, we have our PricewaterhouseCoopers Scholars. This is the honors program for our students in the School of Management. It is mentored by the accounting firm PricewaterhouseCoopers, and so students get great mentorship. They get access to internship, developmental experiences, and networking. And then lastly, we have our Innovation Scholars Program. This is for students who have either an entrepreneurial spirit, they've started their own business, or have created their own invention, and they're looking to further explore that while they're in college. Also not listed, we have a new honors program, the Ernst & Young Scholars. So all of these programs are invitation only and automatic consideration. So all students are reviewed for what they're eligible for when they apply to Binghamton. Some other things that we have to offer our students that really help create their amazing experience: research. So in addition to those honors programs, any student can get engaged in research at Binghamton, whether it's by approaching a faculty member or going to our undergraduate research center, reaching out to your department head. There are so many opportunities for research, and we are an R1 institution, so most of our faculty are conducting research while they are teaching. Next, internships. What's really cool about Binghamton is that our alumni love to give back. We have over 145,000 active alumni in Philadelphia, in New York, in DC, and really all over the country, but definitely a lot in the Northeast. And they love to provide our students with internships. And then additionally, our Career Center will help our students look for internships that match their professional goals. Service learning, we're very engaged in our community. We work with a lot of community-based organizations through service learning courses, as well as just opportunities to engage in community service. And lastly, for education abroad or study abroad, because we're part of the public New York school system, you can go through any SUNY school to a study abroad program. So we have over 1,000 programs that are available to our students across all 7 continents. Some information about our alumni. Our alumni typically have an higher than the national average starting salary. So that's 10% higher than the national average. Our Career Center is award-winning, and they really will go above and beyond to help you with everything from your resume to searching for internships and jobs to practicing your interview skills and any resources that you need. We also have these cool things called career clusters. So if you're not sure what you want to study, but you have an idea of what career area you want to go into, you can sign up for one of our career clusters and be connected to jobs and internships, professional development opportunities, networking opportunities related to that specific area. And then down there are just some of our companies of where our alumni work. So Google, Microsoft, Ernst & Young, Bloomberg, Lockheed Martin, a lot of really great companies. We take student life very seriously on campus. We want you to engage not just academically, but also socially or athletically, whatever you're looking for outside of the classroom. So we have over 450 student-run clubs and organizations, and it is very easy to start your own club if you find that you don't see what you're looking for. We do have 21 Division I teams between men's and women's teams. We also have club sports, intramural sports, music groups, theater groups. We have 2 student-run museums on campus. We have 2 gyms on campus. So there's a lot to get involved with outside of the classroom. We have 6 residential communities here on campus. All of our first year students are required to live on campus. And then after that, you can choose to stay or move off. We have 5 different dining halls and a food court called the Marketplace. And we're very accommodating if you have dietary restrictions. So kosher, gluten-free, vegan, dairy-free, whatever you need, we will help you. You can find it, or we have nutritionists on campus that can help connect you to your dietary needs. Binghamton is really big into sustainability. We've been ranked #1 for sustainability research. So not only do we have programs like environmental science and environmental studies, but we also have our nature preserve on campus. It's 190 acres right here on our campus that has hiking trails. Our students will go in and do research in the nature preserve. And it also has Wi-Fi if you want to just do your work out there. A little bit about where Binghamton is located. It's a small picture, but we are that black dot right in the middle of New York State. We're not too far from Scranton. We're right over the border, and you can get to places like Philadelphia, New York, Washington, D.C., Montreal, Boston, all within a few hours. So it's centrally located in the Northeast. We have a lot of parks if you like doing outdoor activities on or off campus. And then we also have a really great downtown area with a lot of local restaurants and shops that are run many times by Binghamton alums. So that is the end of my quick presentation. That is my contact information. If you ever have any questions about Binghamton University, feel free to reach out to us. Like many of the presentations before me, our deadlines are November 1st for early action and January 15th for regular decision. We take the common, SUNY, and coalition applications.
All right, thank you so much. And could I have all our representatives back with us on screen? And we're going to finish off our time together with just some advice to give to our students about the college process. And so that's the question. What kind of advice would you give someone going through the college process? And if you could answer the question in the order that you presented this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. I will go first. So my biggest piece of advice would be to create a separate email for your college applications and any of the communication that you have with schools, so that your personal email doesn't get bombarded with a bunch of stuff from schools. And also, if you have an email through your high school, not using that one, because a lot of times when you graduate, they get rid of that. And then it gets a little hairy when you're trying to do stuff with colleges and things like that. So creating a simple email that's just for college, I think is very helpful for you, for your parents, and for the colleges.
All right. My advice would be to definitely go out there and tour everything. Tour whatever colleges that you have the most interest in. Especially if it is an out-of-state college, you want to make sure that you're going to that state, seeing what the campus looks like, so you can get a vibe, some sort of feel about the campus that you're going to be on, get a feel for the city that you're now going to be living in for the next 4 years, wherever you decide to go, just making sure, because college is going to be your home away from home. So just making sure that you're there, that you're comfortable, that you're kind of familiar with the area. You don't want any surprises.
I would definitely add, those were great things. And I would definitely add also talk to your admissions counselor. So we're really here to help you, to answer any questions you might have. So I know sometimes I talk to students and a little bit shy about calling or emailing me or texting me now, but all of that is part of my job. So I would say, if you have any questions, concerns, something you think that's true that may not be true, please contact admissions counselors, because again, that is our job, just to help you and help you to make sure that our institution is a good fit for you as well.
So to piggyback on kind of what Clarkson said, I love that. I love that advice. I guess my advice would be just to kind of let the school know let us know if you're not interested, as ridiculous as that sounds. It's nothing personal. So I think for us, it's always just kind of nice to know who exactly to prioritize at particular times of the year. So just let the counselors know kind of what your plans are. There's over 5,000 schools in America. We're not expecting everyone to pick our school. So just kind of let us know your intentions, and kind of piggyback off what Clarkson said also. Just kind of make sure your email is also professionally appropriate, if that makes sense too. No like XO, princess girl, anything like that. It takes only a couple minutes to set up an email, so might be good for applying to colleges. So that would be my advice.
And your voicemail message, because we will leave you messages, and I've heard some interesting ones, but my advice is similar to Janet's in that not only calling us and emailing us, but try to do it yourself if you are able over your parent. Not that your parents can't ask us questions. We're always happy to speak with parents, but it's a really great way to practice advocating for yourself, which is something you're going to have to do a lot in college. So the more comfortable you get starting to ask questions during this process, the easier it'll be when you have to do it when you get to college.
Awesome. Great information from everyone. And thank you all for attending this session that we have. When you leave, there'll be a quick survey that you'll fill out for us as well. Don't forget, there'll be other sessions coming up this week that you can attend to find out about other colleges from around the country or around the world as well. So thank you so much for coming, and have a great evening. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night.